Hey everybody, it's Monday, which means that we've made it through another week here. First thing I got listed on my list today is I brought my mower back from the house. That way it's just out of my house and I can leave it here at the shop for the winter. And then I've also got to unload my Sportsman condo here that I'm going to be bringing to a different farm to set up. But I want to just bring it on the back of the dually and not on the trailer, but I had the trailer, does that make sense? So it's going to come off. That's not even what I'm working on here today. It's just something I'm trying to nip away at. Today we are going to be working on our probably last day of soybean harvest, unless we pick up some more custom work, which is totally possible because there are people that are really far behind. But that's after we get done dealing with this. Let's get at that. Okay, now that that's done, let's run over there and get rid of that trailer. Morning chores done, let's get to work. Yeah, these won't work, their holes don't even match. Well, let's get you guys caught up. If you guys are new to the channel, we've been doing a harvest vlog where we document, or I document, our daily actions during harvest this year. And if you guys are interested in seeing those videos, the rest of the links are up here. You guys can go back and watch that playlist, and if you like them, give them a thumbs up. It supports the channel quite a bit. But where we are at here today is, obviously you saw what I did this morning, and Dad apparently came out here last night and harvested the rest of this field, put it onto the cart. Andrew just took the cart, put it onto the truck, and just took off with the truck, taking it to town, and parked the cart up there at the next field that we're going to. And last night when Dad was harvesting, he apparently broke a couple of sickle sections, which we got to fix here this morning. The sickle, if you're a non-farmer, is what cuts the beans and then lays them down onto the draper head that feeds them into the combine. But we've ran out of MacDon sickle sections in the sickle section box, and we had some aftermarket box sickles that I have no clue where we ended up getting them from, but they are not the right sickles. So Dad's taken off to go try and find some sickles, and I'm going to stay here and fix what I can because there's quite a few of them that could use a changing. And hopefully by the time that I get done with this, Dad's back, found the sickle sections where we can fix this thing. I'm going to have to take this one all the way off. Where we can fix this sickle section, get it put back together, get it put onto the head mover, move up the road, and combine another 20 acres of soybeans. And for all the new subscribers out there, we're getting pretty close here to the end of harvest. We're pretty much done with soybeans. We've got some more custom acres to do. We can go back and get some more beans that I left because they're extremely muddy, but we're going to have to wait until it's frozen to do that. And then also, there's always the chance that we pick up some more custom acres because a lot of people in the area are behind. In terms of corn, that combine right there is done with corn. We're wrapped up with all of our corn around here. We don't have any custom acres of corn that we have to do. We do have about 80 acres of corn left to do, but that's quite a ways away from us, and we actually get that custom harvested, and we're probably going to wait until the ground freezes to do that because that's been a no-till field for I think next year will either be its 7th or 8th year, and we do not want to tear that field up. So it sounds like Dad's back here. This sickle isn't actually in horrible shape, but if I got a new sickle and I've got it torn apart, I'm going to put a new one on there. Well, we got everything pulled into the field there. Dad started picking. He plugged the sickle bar because he tried to combine at a 90-degree angle to the beans, which you can't do with a MacDon head. Anybody that's ran a MacDon head knows that. So we waited there a little bit, shot the bull for a little bit, and then he went to... I'm talking here. This is not your part. Hey, fine. You can eat that if you're going to be quiet for a minute. Let me finish this. Everybody needs Blue Healer. It's like, so then Dad sent Andrew and I on a special mission to go get gas in his pickup truck, and we also found ourselves some tenderloins. But anyways, it's about 16 acres, so Dad will be done with that by the time we get back. And I don't know what else we're going to do the rest of the day. We might be going after my beans that we left, which Dad thinks is 3 acres, and I thought was closer to 6, but we'll find out, and you guys will too. Oh, I got a treat for you guys. The neighbors over here ear picking while Dad's just up the way harvesting the soybeans, so we got a little bit of time to kill. So we're over here. I'm going to get a little footage of some ear picking. It's a 766. If I said it was an 866, I can't remember. So what he did to open this up, he can only harvest on one side. So he's got his old 44 up there in the front, John Deere combine. So he harvested a couple of rows here out of the middle. That way he didn't have to go in a big loop and circle. This is the pretty cool stuff. It's like, this is the stuff that I think is really interesting. And I hope you guys do too. If you think this stuff's kind of cool, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try and film more of it. Well, another field bites the bean dust. About the time I got done hokey poking around over there checking out that corn picking operation, Dad was calling, saying that he was done. So it sounds like we are headed over to where I left the beans in the mud on day whatever it's in this video. Hazards on and down the road. Beans down 5 cents today, not a good deal. They're getting us, they're getting us. Well, you can definitely see the ruts that I left last time. We're going over the top at least right now. So, getting mud in the head still, but at least it's flowing a little bit. And I can actually get these beans harvested. This right here might be it, guys. This little patch next to this wood pile might be the last beans for 2019. Don't want that stick. Dad that's the last time that's going to beep at us. That could be it. That could very well be it for soybean harvest 2019. Good feeling. Good feeling. Andrew's on his way back here. He took that load for the customer that we did some custom harvesting for to town. So he's on his way back. He's actually coming up the road right now as we speak. I'm kind of sitting here at an intersection where I'll be able to offload onto him, and then we'll head up there and we're actually going to pick that small little plot, or cut, or harvest, or whatever you guys want to call it. Did you get fired from Hy-Vee or something driving a Peterbilt? Down the road.
I got it. I want to ride in the last field of the year.
Oh, maybe. Well, not completely. Last field we might be harvesting. Andrew wants to ride because he's got a vested interest in this one.
That's right.
It was planted with his high-tech planter and on his birthday.
That's right. Cha-ching.
Dad took off with the excavator, I see.
There goes Art. Wave at Art. He probably pulled 50 bushels of corn out of it.
Yeah. Well, there we go, guys. That's the end of that. Maybe even the end of soybean harvest, which we were talking about earlier anyways. This thing thinks I'm picking right now. Ruining my plot data. Oh, my goodness. Anyways, down here, I'll put the information about how things turned out. If you guys want to see us plant that video, it's up here in this link. We did that with the high-tech planter. We don't even know where to point on this aspect here. But other than that, oh, and the reason that all the older viewers know this, but maybe some of the newer subscribers don't, across the road we did a soybean plot. Those were all Extend soybeans. That got harvested earlier this year. But on this side of the road, just because kind of my fun showcasey plot, I put GT27 soybeans, which is the glyphosate and Liberty Ready soybeans, and then also the Extend soybeans on this side of the road, which would not have gotten along with our Extend soybeans, so that's why those were there. Anyways, we're going to put this thing possibly onto the trailer for the last time this year and go from there. All right, Andrew, go turn that thing around. Don't worry about the gate. I took care of it already.
Okay.
Don't get sentimental on me about unhooking this for the last time.
Well, I was thinking if it's the last time, maybe you'd want to do it for the first time.
This truck right here has beans on it that are my dad and I's, and there's maybe 150-ish bushels of beans on there. Don't know exactly, so we're gonna run up here to the quarry and scale this truck and get that figured out, because we're not gonna haul 150-ish bushels of beans around. We'll just scale it, put it on a different truck, send it.
That's a sad looking dump truck.
She's puking stuff too. She catch it. It don't look like she's on fire, does it?
I don't know.
4-7.
The last time I was at MFA today, it was 24/7/20.
24/7/20.
But
That means we got 10,000 pounds.
Oh no, 150 bushel, 9,000.
That's better than a hot kick in the pants. I guess that kind of makes it worth going back up there and getting 4 acres. Recognize that truck. See that? I think that's the first time that stop sign's been used. This is all like dead end area, and there's maybe on the big end 10 people that drive around out here, and about 50 rock trucks. So that stop sign is very much so slow to observe for people. And there's not a lot of people, so it ain't really much a slow to observe deal. Very much so that I don't have a stop sign when I go the other way, and I slow down to make sure there ain't no rock trucks coming out of the quarry. So the last thing on the list here tonight, and Wayne's beating me to it, is I'm gonna hand seed some cereal rye into where the corn was, and then I'm gonna mess with that next year, no-tilling some soybeans into it. How I would seed this in real life is just try and mulch or some way seed it in and broadcast it. So I'm gonna try and simulate that. Wayne's beat me to it here. Well, I kind of wish I had it down, but we'll get it for it. Well, guys, the cereal rye is spread. The corn stalks are chopped up here. So we'll have to see how that goes. It kind of windrowed it a little bit. Might have to come out here with a leaf blower or something and try and spread it out more evenly. I don't know. It's, like I said, just for fun. But thank you guys for hanging out with us again here today. We'll be at it again tomorrow doing something. Don't know what. The weather's supposed to turn nasty here on us. And it's a good thing that we're about done with harvest and or done with what we've got to harvest. So thanks again, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I'm running the combine.
High-tech planter beans right here.
So we're picking this thing. It's going to take us a hop, skip, and a jump, and we'll be done. So I've got to count to 6 though each time. I don't know if I can do that.
Both hands, Ben. Both hands.
So okay, we're out here. If you want to come out here and gander. So okay. All right. Bye.